Under the Groove podcast. Welcome everybody. We're back as we said we would be. We have Miss Legit and Lasyke. All right. Now we want to base this conversation around not necessarily women's health, but health in general, right?
Yes.
Um, and this is why Lasyke is here. You know, her expertise in what she does means a great deal to those who will listen to the advice. You know, if you listen, you're gonna have some changes. This is why we have Mary, well, Mr. Jit, coming up in here like she's a dancer, you know, just all limber and look, she looked good because she listened to Lasyke's advice. Lasyke, I'm gonna let you guys get a borrow who she is. She'll tell you, she can tell you better than me. And this conversation, like I said, is gonna evolve around health. Not necessarily women's health, but women's health and men's health. Okay. That being said, welcome, Lasyke. Welcome again, Miss Legit. Let's get into this. What is it? What do you do?
I do ethnobotanist work. I'm an ethnobotanist. So that's exactly what I do.
Break that down though. Okay.
Waiting for you to ask. So an ethnobotanist is a person that works with plants and bridges the relationships between plants and the people and their health.
Hmm. Okay, now being an ethnobotanist and plants being the bridge between people and health, right?
Yes.
As you put it, you make it sound like, or I'm getting the impression this is something that was done a long time ago. It's something that used to be practiced or done. Is there any truth to that?
This is ancient Mayan tradition.
There you go.
This is practices that have been done over millions of years. It's been a very long time. I come out of the spiritual covering of shamans and curanderas and curanderos. So we're not herbalists. It's not quite holistic. It's not naturopathy. It's spiritual work, because for the body to get sick, the spirit has to be sick first. And once we bridge the gap between the plants, with the spirit of the plants, with the spirit of the people, we find it to line up. We find the scripture in the Bible where it says the herbs, the plants, the stuff is a service to the nation. You know, it tells you these things. It tells you that it's everywhere. They're here. They're everywhere you look.
Mhm.
People think they're decorations or they don't mean anything. Another part of my practice is that, how can I explain this to where it can be understood? You guys work with me because I got to explain it too. It's hard for people to explain what I do, and then I'm trying to find the right way to explain it to the people.
Take your time.
So again, it's spiritual work. A lot of people are not sick just by eating. Some people are sick because of how they think. Some people are sick because of how they feel. Some people are sick because of the people they're around. Like energies, they transfer. And when it hold on to you so long, it start affecting the body.
Hmm.
And then we have all these other ailments coming out. Then they have all these things that they say there's no cure for.
Mhm.
There's no cure for. Or is it that they can't do it? And see, this is what y'all have to understand. When you hear someone say there is no cure for something, it's just the fact that they can't do it. God set upon healers of this land to do this work. And this work is not a public work. This is why I say I'm not a public business. When you going out and you go out to Mexico and you really trying to find one of the bush doctors, you're not going to find it on no flyer. You're not going to find, you'd have to know somebody that'll tell you they're over here or take you to these people. And then you got to drive through all these bushes before you can even get to where they are. So again, and what I do as being an ethnobotanist, a curandera, a shaman, I'm tying everything together, mind, body, and soul. Sometimes we just deal with health again, and sometimes it's something mental. Sometimes it's something else that's wrong with you. Sometimes it's trauma through the family. that has got to your generation, because people are not understanding that things repeat itself. Every day repeats itself. So if you seeing today the same thing you saw yesterday, that means you did the same thing yesterday that you're doing today.
In the matrix.
So, and this goes on from time after time after time after time. So if you have diabetes, your mama had diabetes, now your kids got diabetes or anything, cancer, whatever, and it's going, you see grandma, great grandma, kid, babies having it. That's something that the family keeps carrying on from generation to generation.
Let me jump in here right quick. Hold that thought. You mentioned a minute ago about the people being told there aren't cures, right? Could it also be the fact that Big Pharma doesn't want the people to know that there are remedies and cures for a lot of these ailments, right? Because it's about money.
Absolutely.
That's also a possibility.
That is the possibility.
Okay.
And again, when they say there is no cure, it's because there's another propaganda behind that, because there's a solution to every problem in the face of this planet. You just have to be willing and open to learn what it is. And this is the problem I'd have with people. Like they are so disintuned with themselves that it's hard for them to even relate that the plants can even help you, that even touching a tree can give you ions, that even sitting on a beach in the sun doubles the UV rays, that the UV rays even help you. You know, it's they don't believe none of that stuff. And these things sit here before everything you learned and everything that people are telling you. These things been sitting here.
Again, we were just talking, and it's all in, in the same vein about how we as a people actually have the solutions.
Yes, we do.
To heal ourselves or to improve our lives. However, we won't do what's necessary to take care of ourselves.
Right, absolutely. And so in the practice that I do, I always say I'm not for everybody. And this is for a specific reason, because certain people need more work than others. And I believe, because I started at the bottom and I tried to work with the hand in hand with people, and I've realized that's a lot of work and a lot of waste of time for me personally. But I knew I carried this gift. I knew this gift had to come out. And what I realized is that I am here to help leaders like her, like you, like her, like this lady behind me, like my own children. You know what I'm saying? And so I can do better dealing with a person who knows who they are, rather than a person who don't know or questioning who they are. Because I get people like her, like you, and everybody else I done named, and I get the work done, because it's not me. All I'm doing is helping you understand you. And that's another thing. I don't do anything. I just have the knowledge and the wisdom to give for you to open up. And I can get to issues that your doctors cannot see. I can find exactly where your problem is, and we can start working there. And I know how to go in order, because you can have ailments in different systems of the bodies, and you either take care of the wrong one first or try to do them all, and you make a bigger problem, or you don't see any results. That's not how healing the body works. And even healing and curating the body, you have to first understand your body. And for the body to be attached to you your whole life, I get clueless at times, and I get frustrated even more that people have no clue of what they walk around and wake up in every day.
Was that the case with Miss Legit?
With her was easy. With her, when I mean was easy, was because this woman knows the spirit. This woman knows herself. This woman knows who she is, and comes to find out, so does the mother, so does the brother. It's like a whole, and this is what I'm like, okay, this is now it's easy. I can work with people like this, because within that, and me explaining to her, for her to understand her body more, she now can listen to her body on her own. She knows if she eating something now, she'll know, okay, well, I just did this, and I'm not going to do that no more. She's starting to listen to herself. And your body talks to you.
And that's what we don't do, a lot of us. We don't.
They don't know how to hear. because it's too much going on to hear. You have to know how to sit in silence. You have to know how not to have the TV on, how not to have the radio on. You have to learn to hear the birds and the bees and stuff fly around. You have to be able to tune in. That's how you tune in. You know, so with Miss Mary, when Mother Soldier brought Miss Mary to me, it was not a problem. She understood. It was from the first day I met her. She understood everything that I said to her with no problems. No problems whatsoever, because a lot of things that I do and practice on a note resonated with the things that her mom did. You see what I'm saying? And her bloodline shows the work of what a spiritually strong person can do just within the household and then the community. Because when you look at her and all her damn brothers, every single last one of them come from Mama Monson. You know what I'm saying? A lady that took initiative. I've been doing my homework on her too, and I tell her too that someone one day, a delivery person came and just gave her some words of advice and showed her something. Her mother, correct me if I'm wrong, and when her mother tapped in, it was game over from there to where she was dealing with even wealthy people. They were looking for her. You know what I'm saying? For the work that she did spiritually, the spiritual work, you know? So when it comes to Miss Legit, she's 100. She's all what it is. And she confirms what I do with no questions asked. You know what I'm saying? Because it just lined right in and went straight through. And this woman had brought me so many people. And she's trying her best to help these people. And like she said, they don't take heed. But it's okay. I always tell her, it's okay. It's okay not to take, that they don't take heed. Either know who you are or you don't. So again, I focus on my leaders. I'd rather help you people in here to where y'all can keep reaching a vast amount of people, because you guys already have the audience. You know what I'm saying? And then we can go from there. We get it better that way. With me, I work with the leaders. That's why I say I'm private, I'm not public, because not everyone's a leader.
So upon, I don't know how you met, but upon the meeting, you immediately knew that there was this, a certain frequency of vibe about her. And it was enough to give you the knowledge and understanding, okay, yes, she's one. She's not just a candidate, but she is necessary to be.
She's going to be completely, she's going to be healed whole because she believes it for herself.
Do you mind asking what was the issue?
Her issue was, I'll let her speak because that's HIPAA laws. If she want to speak about that, I'll let her speak on that part, because I can't.
What was the issue, if you don't mind speaking on it, and then you can let us know what you imparted to her to get you back.
Okay. Well, my issue was I had drop foot. I had a problem standing and walking without a cane. I have something called Crohn's disease. She looked further into it, and it's not that. It's something else. It's a blockage, and she's working on my blockage. I'm trying to be in remission with that. I don't know. I just feel so good. I feel motivated. I don't have my stick. I could go short distances. If it's too long, I'll need it because my foot still get tired. But at first, I couldn't feel my foot. I couldn't move my toes. I couldn't do a whole lot.
What you mean, like numbness or something?
Yeah, like I couldn't move my toes. I couldn't feel nothing. But now I feel my toes. I can move my foot. I couldn't do none of that. And now I'm doing it, but I know it's because of the stuff that she's helping me with. I've been to the doctors and different stuff, and it's like certain stuff they say I can't get rid of. I got to live with this for the rest of my life, and I'm not accepting that.
Medications.
Yeah,
and all that
I'm not accepting that. It's mind over matter right here to me.
So Mr. Jet, how did then you come to terms, or you've been told all these issues taking place with you, and then you suffering through and living through them? How did you get from that to?
Well, on Facebook, I go through my journey, and I had a video of me getting my shot. I have to take a shot every 4 weeks. So I was on Facebook as usual, trying to show my journey. And Sister Soldier said, "What's going on with you?" And I told her, she said, "Oh, I know somebody to hook you up with." And here goes Lasyke. That's who she hooked me up with, and this is where we are today.
And so the introduction was so
From one leader to another.
And you now, can you talk about that?
Yes,
All
I can talk about it
right.
now.
Come on.
Now I support the
There you go.
leaders completely. So when she came to me with her issues, I do quantum resonance, 18D NLS, which is a nonlinear system. And in this system, I can identify exactly where your problems and issues are. And then I also do the vitamin and mineral testing as well, because that play a part too as well. But again, remember, she was willing and ready and know that these plants and that this body of hers is out of balance. She knew that, and she knows that it could get back in balance, which make her journey much more easier, where she can see the results and feel the results. There's a couple more things she got to work on a little, but as she do that, the stomach pain will disappear. You know what I'm saying? Because we know exactly where the issue is, and it's not what these doctors be saying. It's not. So we let the doctors do their job. I'm not against the medical system, because we need their
Yeah, let's
tests.
clarify
We
that.
need their
Yeah.
x-rays, because they don't give them to us. And until we get our own scientists and own people that can make our own machines, we're going to have to work hand in hand with them, you know? So we let them do their talking, and we let them do what they have to do. But they're not always right. For example, with my mom, I've been going through something with my mom. She have hypothyroidism. And well, that's what they say. But I took her off her medicine for a whole year before we came into some where the thyroid levels just got too high. It got too high, and we in and out the hospital. So they had her on 75 milligrams. So when I took her to the hospital, she passed out. We then went through about 5 or 6 pass out, but this first pass out, they brought her back on just IVs. Okay. Then they sent her back with the 75 levothyroxine, because they knew I didn't have her on it. So now we have to wait a few months for the body to pick up. She passed out again. We go back again. Now they're trying to give her Lipitor. They come in with all this other stuff. So I'm telling them, no, we're going to balance the thyroid first before we add in anything else. Boom, she passed. This time they trying to raise it from 75 to 100. Actually, they did. I didn't give her the 100. She passed out again. Another occasion, she passed out again. They try to raise it to 112. And I'm like, I am not doing that. And give her the Lipitor. And they were trying to give her all this other stuff. I just tell the doctors, the emergency room, medical doctors, we're going to balance. We're going to do one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Kept her on a 75. Some months went by. Everything was fine. Just recently, she passed out again, going up the porch. Get to the top of the stairs, she'd fall down. My 8-year-old just happens to be behind her and holding on to the rail, so she didn't fall back to go down the stairs. So she was able to get her to fall. At least she was at the top. Yeah. And she landed on the top of the stairs. We had just went around the corner to get some breakfast sandwiches. We go to the hospital. They take her off the medicine. They like, we can't do nothing. We just gonna leave her. You have to take her to see her specialist. We had finally got an appointment with the endocrinologist specialist. That's the thyroid specialist. We get to her. She put her back on a 75. She passed out again. So we go back again. Now we going back and forth to 2 different doctors. Now the endocrinologist, the second visit, she tells me, what did she tell me? She tells me, the first appointment, I told her the truth. The hospital, I was kind of lying a bit in the beginning. Like, I been giving it to her, but they knew it wasn't nothing in her system. And then I'm like, yeah, I had stopped, whatever. But when I got to the specialist that knew the thyroid, I went on and told her, I stopped my mom off the thyroid. I went the holistic route. I tried to do it a whole nother way. This lady told me, when it comes to that, she said the plants and stuff are good, but there's just some things the plant can't do. you have to like kind of catch yourself because she's not where I'm at. So I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't know. I'm not gonna do that no more. This is exactly what I tell her. So that was the first visit. So now the second visit after this other pass out, I take her to see the endocrinologist again. So I told her and she passed out. They don't have her on anything. What do I do? Is anything gonna happen to her? I'm like, she's been doing fine because now she done went maybe like 10 days without the medication now. And she tells me, well, I'ma just put her back on. She was like, all the doctors could have did it. They just call themselves playing it safe. This is how she said. I guess they called themselves playing it safe. We're gonna just put her on a 70, put her back on a 75. So she tells me, I asked her a question. I said, what would you require in your expertise that a person doesn't need this medicine? She says, well, first of all, I would have to see them off of the medicine for 3 months. I said, ma'am, when I came to visit you, medicine, like, I'm gonna play it safe. So do you even know what you're talking about? So we went from 75 to 100 to 112. I didn't give her the 100 or the 112, but this 75 been a problem the whole entire time. And now she's on the 50 and I haven't had a problem yet. And I don't plan on having no more problems. I'm planning on getting her off of it. But according to her x-rays, the thyroid is normal. Mm-hmm. According to her blood work, it's not saying the same thing. Like,
but is that a result of the lower dosage of the medication or what you've been prescribing or helping her?
I think it's been too strong. And I think it was too strong from way back before when I took her off because I was seeing too many problems with her. You know what I'm saying? But the doctors have to do that. Mm-hmm. That levothyroxine comes from them, and that's a synthetic T4 hormone. It's a synthetic hormone, but it'll place the T4s in the body to go in the blood to turn into the T3s to where the body can gain back your strength, because the thyroid is the gear to the entire body. Once your gear's like your transmission out. When the transmission out, the whole car don't run right. You know what I'm saying? So it's
other than the medications, in terms of you and what you do, how did that play a role in your mom becoming better? Because you said there's a lowering of the dosage.
All right.
In conjunction with that, was there anything from your part that helped?
Yes, the dietary changes, and then also the quantum resonance therapy. Like, the machine does therapy too. So the therapy helps repair damaged nerves. The therapy helps move the blood and kill things in the blood that's there.
How does it do that?
Through the resonance. Quantum resonance is a frequency.
All right.
It's frequency. So when you put the headphones on and I start the machine, the resonance is going to go through you and it's going to go through your body. It's another little thing that you sit next to you, and it put like an aura around you, and it fixes it starts to repair you. So that would be done. Like, we was doing it a lot. But I'll say 3 times a week.
Do you liken, and you're talking about the quantum resonance,
the same one?
Can you liken that to toning the toning forks? Like
that's the healing. That's another way of, yes, and a sound healing. Yes, right? Yes.
Is that? I'm not saying they're similar.
No, yeah, it is. It's all a healing. Look, healing comes in many forms. In many forms, you can heal just through the sound bowls. Yes. I took all the sisters to the sound bowl, to a sound bowl healing, to a sister that healed through sounds, and you can ask her about that too.
The big bowl.
It's a big bowl.
And you do this.
It's a set of bowls. It's 7 bowls, and each bowl sends off for the 7 chakras. And as that lady played, then she had this ocean drum. Oh my God! And
is that the one with the round like a brass
but
thing?
We don't see it because you lay with your eyes closed and you have to lay on the earth. So we in the grass,
Not a
we in the
pad or a
park.
bed.
Yeah, and when she go, and when you don't know that it's a C drum or whatever you call it, but when she come around, you just tune out from where you at to the beach now. You know, it's like you go in different places depending on what she playing, but you don't look at her. Your eyes is closed, and you're healing with yourself in your mind. You're shut down now. And you just let her go, and you can feel your body doing different things, you know. So
did you have that experience?
Yes, I did. She took
Can
all
you
of us.
share? I'd like you to share if you can, because can you share that?
Yeah.
We're talking about a frequency, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
through sound, through the bowl, a glass of bowl.
It was such an amazing feeling.
Where did you? If
I just felt clearer. Everything seemed
the mind. What about?
I was more focused. Everything seemed more clear to me once it was over. Everything just was. I mean, the hugging the trees, just to.
I think I love doing something like that.
Oh my God! It's such
well,
an
we
amazing
go to the
feeling.
next one. When she do it once a month, so I'm gonna see what she.
I need to ask you now. This was your first one.
Yes.
Had you done it before?
Yeah, we went. Time? No, I went before that.
What was it like for you?
On my first time.
And the second,
I love it. I love. That's why I brought the sisters. I'm like, we got to keep our spirits high. It helps keep the spirits high. See, in this world we live in of low vibrating stuff, it's easy to go down. So it's like we're a battery. And when your battery can still be 50-60% and still going, but it's not functioning as if it's 100%.
So that's like a charge.
It's a charge. We all have to get charged. That's what we do. We charge the body up. This is
okay. The body, but the body we're talking about
the body.
When I talk about the body, I'm talking about the body as this shell of this whole, the mind and the spirit.
Yes.
So all three are affected.
All three are affected in a good way. It raises it up. We have to raise. We have to stay high.
In thought.
Yes.
I think you would love it.
Yes,
you would love it because
I'm not scared of it. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, okay.
Love it. You would love it because you guys know what you guys are worth. You see what I'm saying? See how easier it is when you deal with somebody or talk to somebody that understands. And even if you don't completely understand, you know that you've seen all these people with these sound bowls and these forks and doing things. Something have to work because you've seen it too many places.
Right.
But all of these are ancient practices.
Right.
These are all ancient practices. I do ancient work. Like the stuff that I do, the most you're gonna find what I do in a book is the plant that I use. Like even the system that I got, there's no training for you. Probably have to go way to England to learn even exactly how to use the system that I have because it's not here. It's not. It seemed like the United States was shut off from learning their body.
Yeah.
And it's hard with some people that is still ran by life other than themselves because we're all our own presidents, we're all our own governors, we're all our own mayors. Like we have to understand, we let this world put us in a group when we're individually special and great on our own, and together all our greatness makes that sound of the entire band. But the world have people thinking that you have to do this or do it this way or do it that way. Look at Sister Cinda. She went and did all them classes to tapped into what God gave her. And what is she doing? She's not doing what the school taught her. She's doing what God gave, what she knew. She did the schooling, to me, in my perspective of her, to wake up what she knew she had in her already. And so now that's why she says she do her stuff through Christ now. You know what I'm saying? So now she's took initiative. Now it's woke up. And she knows what she's good at. I was telling her I want her to work with my daughter. And as she do what she do for God, look at how it's going. Rather than her trying to get approved for this, get approved for that. I got to sign for that every year. I got to this guy. Who want to deal? That's dimming your battery. That's dimming your battery. Now her business is fluctuating fine with none of the extra stuff added on, just her and God. This is how we need to be free in everything that we do. And then the right people are going to come to you and the right people are going to draw to you just on that, you know? So
you said something I found very interesting. I have to say, you see, are individuals, and you use at the end of that statement, like a symphony, an orchestra. So I'm like,
Yeah, one band, one sound,
a different instrument.
Man, that's it.
But once we come together, then the music is created. You know, the symphony, the orchestra, it can be heard in this. You know.
Yeah, when you look at the orchestra, you
like
see
that.
all different kind of
Oh,
sounds.
man,
But when you listen
so
to
many.
if you turn your back to the orchestra, you hear one sound, one beautiful sound. But when you turn and look, it took all of these people
All those
to
different.
make this one sound. So there's no one person bigger than the next. It's either you know who you are, and we're gonna teach people who they are and keep moving forward,
Or you know.
are you gonna be confined and change with the world and the laws as it change? You gotta choose which covering you want to go under. But my advice to everybody is to take the covering that God gave you, which is you, and start with your body first, because a lot of people can't even think right because their guts is filled with parasites and pathogens, and you know what I'm saying, and fungus, you know, and it's hard to get to them people. That's why I can't deal with people that don't know who they are, because your problems in your body is going to win. And I would never allow a person that can't overcome their problems within themselves come and make God look like a fool.
Okay.
You see? So this is where, as time goes, people are going to understand and know, you know, and I just thank you for allowing me to be able to express the collective here on the podcast. And I want to mention this too, because this was the first time I was able to really bring it out to the public. And Miss Mary is giving me my second time. And I'm finna do women empowerment. What is it called? Women's empowerment.
Women empower women.
Women empower women. She have a door open for me to introduce what I do to another group of people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's getting around, but I just have to more so make sure it's more clearer to people, because it's foreign to people.
All right.
It's
That's
foreign.
true.
So I have to find a way that people can, you know, understand and not even take it lightly, that even if I don't want to deal with you, if you know that I can't deal with you, then hopefully you'll start checking yourself and see what it is that I don't see no leadership potential in, to where I feel that I can't help you, you know, or you could go to somebody else and let them keep taking all your money. I don't even want your money. I need you to be healed within, because we need people to know who they are. The more people that know who they are in God and in Christ, guess what? The better the world is going to get, the more progress we're going to see. This is why I personally left intervention alone, because there were too many people that were internally sick through just the pathogens and fungus and bacteria.
Okay.
Because them people, you can't tell them nothing. Are they the people, well, what if this or what if that and all of that? No, what if you just try to heal yourself? What if you just try you one time and put you first one time, and don't set you down? Do you like you do that job? Do you like you do that man or that woman? Do you like you do them kids? Because you came before all of that stuff. So just try putting you first one time, and just take a look at the anatomy. See what the heart needs, the kidney needs, the liver needs. See what everything needs for yourself. Then start seeing if you're doing that. Are you doing that for yourself? Because you have to do it for you. I'm just a support system that will walk with you the whole way. And I can see some things you can't see, but by the time you're done with me, you will be able to see on your own. Because by the time you're done with me, you'll be able to help somebody else.
Okay, let me ask you. You just mentioned something. You said you are a support system, right?
Yes.
To individuals. How then do they get to you for the support they will very well may need to heal themselves? And especially if you have a situation where, you know, you're not necessarily finicky or, you know, but you have a certain system, a process of dealing with people. How do these people, they may think they're leaders, how do they reach you? What do they?
I would know, because you would have to be referred through a leader,
somebody else.
And trust me, everybody that I work with knows and can pick up just by working with me what I can and cannot deal with. So they know when they're dealing with people with certain situations, who they can speak on about me and who they can't. Because if she calls me and tell me I got somebody for you, come.
But she's gonna know off the bat.
She's gonna already know because she's already been working with me.
Exactly.
Same thing with
So
Mother
just in your
Soldier.
body cover.
Mother Soldier will tell you, even if she's not sure, she'll tell you, don't come playing with her because she gonna tell you off top. Don't come playing. If you're not ready, just don't even deal with her,
Don't
because
play,
I'm
yeah.
serious
Don't waste
about
the
what I'm
time.
doing, because we're too far behind.
Mm.
That's why I said I have to
Just said
redirect
that,
my
yeah.
whole path and deal with the leaders, deal with the ones that already have the pack of people already. You know what I'm saying? And if I can keep you strong, then you can keep that pack going. So me helping her, helping whoever, I am helping all of them people too, because guess what? They still have you. You're the one who they listen to. So it's my job to make sure that I can keep people like you around, or teach you that you can be around for more than 100 years. And this is a fact. So in doing that, there's some things we have to do.
Well, me and the wife, we already talked about getting in our 90s, so we going to be.
There's no 90, no 90s, 100 or plus.
100 or plus.
100 plus.
Able-bodied though, I still won't be sharp as a whip.
100
You
plus.
know, so let me
that.
transition, if you don't mind. Let's switch gears a bit. I want to ask you, sisters, and this is something that, you know, I was with a gang of brothers yesterday, and the issue or the concern was, the discussion was around voting. What's your stance on that? Do you have an opinion about voting?
I'm cool with
And
you,
just-
Bub. I'm cool with you,
Wait a
but
minute, talk
I
to
made
me.
a pact that I said I would not talk about sex, politics, and religion. But since I'm cool with you,
Appreciate that.
what is it you want to know?
What is your stance on voting? Do you support the
I
process?
do not support
Okay.
voting. I do not support none of that shit.
Is there a reason?
It's
that
a
you
lot of
willing to share?
reasons.
Give us
History,
one.
500 years, everything.
All right.
1776, like the
All right.
man was saying.
Yeah.
1776, July the 4th. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All of Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? All of these things. This is why. Because what I know, like I said, I come from an ancient history. I come from a bloodline that they say that they got rid of, but no, we just undercover. So that's why I got to watch what I say, and I can't deal with everybody, because it'll be through history and time, your own kind, or let someone in to come and knock you down, or let the plant in, and we're not doing none of that.
So Mary and I were just, because now I'm like you, now trust, and I don't have a newfound view, to tell you the truth. I want to support my people. And now it's not always good to support your people.
I'll support those that do vote.
Right. But anyway, and I said I didn't want to be disingenuous.
No.
I want to say, hey, look, I don't really think this voting thing is all cracked up to be. I think it's a game behind it.
It is. It's a big game. It's a chess game. They're playing chess on us, and we're the pawns. But you have to look at it from a bigger scale. But because of the life we live in right now, we feel we need them. Like, I don't have nothing against what nobody's doing. I support my sisters wholeheartedly and everything, and she's a bear witness to it. So just again, if I don't vote, that don't mean I'm not going to support you. If you want to go do some voting stuff or going somewhere and you want me to go, I'm still going to go with you. So I just won't go in the ballot and put in my vote, but I'll still support whoever on my team. I'm going to support you in what you do, no matter what. But
so
this voting thing, it's like everything else. It's like they give a little but take a lot. That's what you didn't understand when I typed that on that on the thing. They give a little but take a lot. Like, they'll give you a little bit. They'll give you some food stamps, but just for a week, not for a whole month. They'll give you some housing, but you got to go through all these restrictions and all of this and all that. They'll give you, you know, this masters and doctrines and all this, but then you left paying what, 200 to 500,000 after you done. It's like they give you something, but you got to give out more.
Yeah, you're not getting
like
back.
We have to wake up to that, and we feel that we can't do it. But when we look at enough of us, this is why this thing have to come in as a whole, and this is why I'm working with leaders, with groups of people, because if we could get enough group of people on board, we got enough ourselves. $5 a week ain't gonna kill nobody to put into a cause. You know what I'm saying? Then us happen to, I got a problem with asking for shit. You know what I'm saying? And not only asking, not only asking, but when I ask for your funding, I have to change my program according to your funding so I can keep getting it. But then what does that say? And I'm standing here with God and I'm saying, God gave me this, and I have to adjust God to get your money. You know what I'm aiming for? And I'm aiming for everybody in this room, for the private investors. Like how they doing in San Francisco right now.
Yeah.
You seen all them rich people got together
Yeah.
and gave the money. Let the lawyers distribute the money, but they want people of San Francisco to open up a business in a specific area, and they're paying whatever it costs for you to open your business. This is not no grant, no funding, no nothing. These are just people that say, you know what, we need this area built up. I'm praying we get into the connection of those people that have, let me be your tax write-off. Let everybody in here be somebody tax write-off. And you just give me that money, sign. Yep, you write that off on your tax, and I get to go do what I need to do.
And that's a win-win. That's a quick.
This is what I'm manifesting for us, because it's so many people going for these monies, and we looking at trying to get these monies, but we up against millions of people. And you got the business that's gonna make it work, but then they giving it to all the people that's playing with everybody every week. I got going these interventions, and I'm like, what the hell is it? Y'all giving these people this money for this? I had one person tell me, and it's not nothing bad, because it's good for them, that they get $60,000 a year. We need $60,000 a month, maybe a week, or $60,000. Y'all think that's some money? And we trying to help the communities? Like, for one, the mindset is small for me. So we got to come better than that. But those are the people that's set in to get the inner people. I'm not in the inner, so I really can't say. So that's why I got to know where to place myself at, because I get misinterpreted. I'm not here for the pawns. I'm here to sit with the kings and the queens and the knights. You see what I'm saying?
Let me again. I said I didn't want to be this because I have a damn an opinion. I have an experience. I understand some shit that voting shit. Been a game for very, 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 very long time. Our communities, we go and look in our communities, there are no changes. So we voting for the same shit.
There's some changes, but the changes go into the intervention pockets, and they just put it in their pocket. All they do is meet you once a week and give you a bunch of free food. I
gotta agree with you. You just said something. That's on the low
I mean, like, come on, we want to come better than that.
Their intervention and what the monies they're receiving, that's on the loan. That's nothing. But we're having development in our communities that in most cases they're not even involved nonprofits. All right. We have structures of infrastructure going up in our communities. We've been moved out, and gentrification is in full effect. And they're talking about a vote. Now, this is why I say I got an issue with it, but I love my people.
We ain't got to vote. We need to get our money right and buy all our shit. And when they ask to come buy the property or the land, you tell them no.
Right.
But the money part is the part that I've been trying to tell people. That's our base. We spend $2 trillion a year consuming goods in the United States. $2 trillion.
Yeah. That's why
that's more than governments around the world.
The government is in system, so we can keep going like that.
Do you think we need a vote? We need control $2 trillion. They gonna do what we tell them now,
right?
And a vote ain't got nothing to do with it. We're gonna tell them, matter of fact, we're gonna do away with the voting apparatus.
I got a better one for you, brother. If the vote mattered, why do the presidents get chosen off the electoral votes and not the people's vote?
I've had that conversation.
It's only the 230 that count. So what is everybody going to put their ballot in for if the electoral votes is what's going to bring them whatever president?
What's the difference of a popular vote? It makes no difference.
But the popular vote is the one
that is what really give the electoral votes that call. I don't know. I just think it's a scam.
It's a game, and that game goes. It winds. So in order to understand this, you got to go deep into it. You got to go way back. Like all of this. First of all of this government shit started with the Trail of Tears. This is where it started at, and see, this is where people need to go back at, because we didn't agree to that. Like they twisted the people that had rule over this country. And it's another thing, people, need to understand what was it before they took it over,
Right.
because
Right.
it wasn't always that. So
Right.
we're just stuck in what we see because we don't never do no history. But this is where your bloodline work come in. That you get to study in them great grandfathers, great grandmothers, great greats, and those that was here before all of this stuff was given. You can get a better clue of what happened even in the Trail of Tears. But the Trail of Tears, our houses is built on the blood of those that fought back. See, they want to go with the ones that said, yeah, this world is with the ones that went on with what the invaders went with. That's how they got our leaders out back then, because they turned the people away with what? With money. That's why they call them $5 Indians, because it only took, all they had to give you was $5 for you to give up your land. $5.
Yeah.
For a person that don't look like you don't even know where the hell they came from, coming on these ships, being nice to you, and then they turn around and take it. They gave you your $5 and took your land.
I think though that's a big issue that in terms of land, because if you recall, the Louisiana Purchase that dealt with a third of America that was ran by France. Had Haiti not whooped France ass and put them in debt, they would have never sold Louisiana.
But why Haiti had to been the ones to fight? We need the Louisianans is over here needed to do it. See, that's why I respect other countries, because they stand more down. They really go against their governments. If something ain't right, they're gonna complain. They're gonna
fight. They're gonna make bombs. It's gonna be a war.
They gonna go blow for blow in the streets.
It's gonna be something. All right. So I hate to cut you off, but now again, that's a perfect relationship, because there's you see the result, right? You live through it. You deal with it every day. You see it.
Yes.
It's your girl.
Yes. But you see, just what we just talked about, starting with health, and you see how we got into a lot of other stuff. This is how people worlds work in regular life, but they don't know how to separate them. You see what I'm saying? And then you carry on too much and hold on to too much, and you take on too much, and now your spirit is heavy. But in order to get that spirit light, it's like sitting in your jail cell. It's gonna have to be complete. That's the pure quietness that you need, and you're gonna have to find yourself doing that a lot. You're gonna have to disconnect, because every time you come around people,
I can tell you that's where it started for me.
See, and
I promise you, sitting in that cell by myself, I didn't want to sell it because I can't think, man. I've got to deal with just hey, hold on, man. I want to get out of here, and I'm gonna have to listen to your BS all day. Now I'm shut down. So I decided, okay, no. I told him, no, I don't want no cell. You don't bring. I want to go home. And I was sitting there day after day, TV off, and TV was never on anyway.
And all your thoughts was clear,
and I'm getting TV on. Like, okay, all right.
So now
I can get out of here.
Now you don't need the jail cell. Now you got your own little prayer room, prayer closet, or thinking booth now that you don't even have to go there to do that. So when things get overwhelmed, you know to disconnect yourself. Go to a beach, go to a park, take a walk, just be open. But you're gonna have to always come and pull yourself back together, because the spirits of the people is all apart everywhere. Even just walk into a store. It don't even have to be nobody you know. You go places and energies tend to just follow. You can feel certain stuff, or you feel different before you went to the grocery store than you did after you came back from the grocery store. So we got to be mindful of that too. But again, I deal with leaders that know who they are and know who God say that they are. Those are the people I can help. And how you find me with that, you have to go to someone that I didn't help, and they're going to bring you right to me, because they know right where I'm at. They know where I sleep, will get up at, and all of that. So, and if they don't bring you to me, I'm not taking you. So it'd have to be somebody that I work with.
Lasyke's support. You want to get,
but satisfaction guaranteed.
And she puts a guarantee on it. Oh,
yeah.
So listen, like I tell you, you always welcome here, right? And don't wait for say, hey, Bub, I got something I want to say. It's very important. I think the people need to hear this. Right? Soldier already know that.
I love my sisters, and I love it even more because we are diverse. Everyone is different, but we all get along. And this is what I love the most about our team. We are all different, and we don't look at each other no kind of way. We don't feel no kind of way with each other, although we all doing something different or doing something that one won't do. It don't matter. Sister, that's you. I support you, what you need me to do, and we keep it moving. One band, one sound.
I do that with the live for Monday, Friday. Tell them, listen, man, we're not going to always agree. We can agree to disagree, but do you support and respect this brother and sister? That's what matters.
Yeah.
All right. We could figure out, reaching that middle ground. Right now, though, there has to be a certain energy and vibe. Then just in order for us to reach this frequency.
And then another thing too, don't come to me and fall off. Please don't.
Stay the
because it don't be me. I move completely by the spirit, because I have a lady that I was working with, and we got her to where she can see results, and her behind won't leave a catfish alone, and found herself in a worse situation. And I want to go so bad to go see her, and I am, but something keep happening with my car. You know what I'm saying? Something keep going on with my car, and I'm like, okay, God, just making it.
You already know.
But in my heart and soul, as soon as they bring my car back, I'm going right there to go get her and go help her out. But don't do that. Please don't do that, because you'll find yourself in the worst. It's better to not go or try to reset your body than to reset it and stop, because you're gonna put yourself back, and it's gonna take more work
for you,
more work to do it.
What's sad is everybody wants the help after they figure they're sick, instead of when we're telling them that before they get sick, they can stop it and prevent it. But then they want the help after they get sick. But we're trying to prevent that from happening, and they don't take heed, and that's the sad part about it.
And I'm glad you said that, because prevention makes it more smoother. When you wait till it get worse, it's gonna be more work to be done. It's gonna be a little longer. Like even the sister with the lupus that I just met, I have to explain to her, your body, this is gonna take some time. So every day you're not gonna feel well, but there's some things that she needs to do. There's a couple of things. She got to come in and let me do my testing and stuff so I could give her a better guide. But you got to be ready. And you got to know that when you have things in your body that's cancerous or severely acidic, that it has to come out. And coming out ain't no smiling and joking. It's throwing up, it's headaches, it's shitting, it's all kind of air leaking. It has to come out. Sweating, massive sweating. This is part of the process of your healing, because it has to come out. Because if it stay in there, what you feel on the outside is what's the insides is going to be feeling, and them organs will shut down on you.
Okay, so on that note, I'm going to give you the opportunity to send some shots out. Well, you talk to her. I know she knows you so.
She know I love her.
I'm putting her any way possible. I'm bringing different people to her. The thing about it is, when you get to talking about it, they get to saying, oh, I got a perfect bill of health. The doctor told me yesterday my bill is healthy. Okay, they're telling you that, but why don't you find out something else that's going to help you stay that way?
Like you, I mentioned you on the show. I use your name often. Yeah, it's like, yeah, man, this sister, y'all know what y'all missing. But yeah,
look, one more thing before we stop. Let me go back. One thing I don't know how I forgot to tell you this. My mother's medical doctor tried to give her 2 medicines for her blood pressure, right? But this is what he tell me. He tell me, I'm gonna give her this for her blood pressure, but if you see any bleeding anywhere you're not supposed to stop it.
Huh?
I didn't say nothing. In my mind, I was like, you got me fucked up.
Like what?
Look, now we went back to the doctor last Friday, the medical doctor. So going to see him, I got to make that video because I got this one on video. This man, the visit was 5 minutes. First of all, 5 minutes. And then he looked at her, checked her blood pressure and everything. Oh, the pills is working. I said, it sure is. Not the damn lie. All I'm doing is, I'm going to tell y'all what I'm giving her for her blood pressure. Those that's not sensitive to honey. In the morning, ginger, lemon, and honey on an empty stomach every morning. And we went there. I videotaped it. No blood pressure problem. And no, I didn't give her the Plavix and that other stuff that make her internally bleed. I didn't give her none of that. all she's taking is the levothyroxine, or what is it, 50 milligrams or 25, whatever it is. It's a lower dose than what they was giving us. That's it. And I'm working on getting her off of that. So that's just where we at. They said that they have to have them synthetic hormones, but I'll be back on here when I figure it out and she don't need it no more. I'm gonna bring her in.
Right.
You just said something that just you see the commercials, right? They tell you about this medication. Oh, it's gonna take care of this, but hey, if you notice any bleeding, if you pass out, if you get this, you get like
That motherfucker sat in my face and told me if she have any bleeding where you not supposed to bleed at. So you telling me the eyes, the ears, and I would have. We not doing
and
that.
they would walk up out of there quick, like you said. Like, okay, yeah, great. That'd been the last
Be a
visit.
fool to let a man in a
Right.
white coat that don't look like you just tell
Tell
you
you.
that that's cool. I
Mhm.
mean, you're.
Right.
I agree with him.
All right.
Not, but I'm in your
Yeah.
face. I'm
Yeah.
agree.
So, Miss Lasyke, give us something, but we cut this little, give us something, we do appreciate your presence also, just so you know.
Okay. All I'm gonna give to you guys is what I start with and what I push and what I go forth in, and that is understanding yourself.
Mhm.
People, please study your own bodies. Understand what a headache mean and when it's on which side, if it's in the middle, if your side's hurting, if your stomach hurting, know if it's your lymphatic swell ups. Just pay more attention. If you study what these things are, you'll know exactly what it is. Then you won't have nobody that don't look like you telling you to take this and this is what it is. You should know it's your body. It's your body. The blood work will tell you what it is. And that's a fact, because all the blood work that I've been getting from my mother was not saying what them doctors was saying. And just the response back that I was giving them had to change all they shit up to where they didn't even want to give her the medicine, because I'm watching you. And I'm not telling you, I'm not arguing with you. I play dumb with them people. I will say some things to make them think about what it is they're saying to me, so they don't think I'm do what I do. The only way they'll know is if they look on my page. You'd be surprised. These doctors be checking y'all to see who y'all are.
All right.
But know your body, study your body, and do your blood work. Do your blood work. Every year, do your blood work.
All right. These are our sisters. All right. We love them. All right. And support them. We're asking that. Also, we're asking the community to give more support to our queens, to our sisters, in those endeavors that we know for sure are positive and purposeful. It means a great deal. They need our support as much as we claim we need theirs. All right. Just give them that first and foremost. Before I go, I want to send a shout out to Amir and his family. We're looking forward to a fast recovery, and that, your health, man, becomes way better than it was before that incident. All right. So fast and quick recovery, man. You are in our thoughts. We love you, bro. On that note, again, I want to thank you, sisters.
Thank you.
And again, this platform is open. You guys, just use it. Come take advantage of it.
Appreciate you.
Okay, well then we gonna have to be coming for your march.
I know,
You gotta,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, Mark, yeah.
You gotta
We
keep
just gotta keep
periodically
pushing that.
just keep
Make
yeah.
that
You have to
happen.
keep, it got to be
Yeah, let's get
consistent.
the support.
Will do.
We
All
done.
right. All right. On that note, thank you everybody for tuning in. And again, these are our sisters. Support them. All right. With that being said, you have been, and you will be under the groove. Powers in the people. Take care.
Peace.
All right.